This video chart presentation at MMR Global Inc. It's an OTC QB listed company trading our ticker MMRF. Let's take a look at a 1-year chart. See the stocks come from lows down around $0.015, made a nice little climb, found a new base, made a real strong climb up to 12.5 cents, since pulled all the way back to around 2.5, 3 cents. But I think it's interesting to note here that this is sitting right on a support level at 2.5 cents. Closed up a little bit on Thursday, 5.5% roughly, 320,000 shares traded. Just want to keep an eye on this chart going forward to see if this support level holds and to see if this is going to form a big rounded bottom, and in the broader picture, try and make a new high or low and potentially continue a longer term upward trend. I can see right off MACD moving back towards zero. It's reaching that critical point where we want to see if the MACD is going to break through that zero mark. It's what technical traders refer to as breaking the money line. That's an overall shift to bullishness for the trend if that happens. So that's something we'll be keeping an eye on in conjunction with that support level being held. Similar look to the PPO, rising back towards zero. ADX is getting up very high. See over top of 50 right now. As far as the DIs go, it's a pretty nice position for a reversal. Whenever I see the negative DI up on top of the positive DI. So I'll be looking for the ADX itself to start to cool off, come down, show that downward direction is losing some strength, and see this positive DI move upward, and give some hints of a reversal coming in the chart. Money flow index is turned upward, still below 50 though. You can see it really hasn't spent any time in that area over the last 2 months. That's where I want to see the MFI trending, show people are paying higher prices for the stock. It's a really nice look to the accumulation distribution. You see over the last year, holding a strong uptrend, indicating that there's a lot of accumulation going on in the play, even though the stock prices come down. And that concept is reinforced by this shake and money flow, and see essentially in the green for the last 12 months, which tells me that over 20 period increments, buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. CCI snapped upward after being under negative 100. See it right now at a negative 21. Registering zero indicates the price is at its 20-day mean. The buy signal, of course, comes on the break of 100, which hasn't happened since back here in May. So that's something to have my eye out for in the future. Show that the stock price is trading well outside its mean. Full still, making a reversal off 50. Again, like the other indicators, want to see them trending on the upper half. In this case, that shows that momentum is being sustained in the play. And the tricks, it's a lagging gauge trend. Like the MACD, want to see it over top of zero. Show the chart's truly in a bullish trend. RSIs, giving hints of some uptrend to them in both the shorter term and longer term RSIs. But as we always mention, the most important thing, getting up over top of 50 and staying there. As you can see through here even, when the RSIs made the break through 50 and then essentially held above it for 6-7 months, it's pretty clear to see the appreciation in share price. So as a gauge of momentum, you really want to see the RSIs on the upper half. Now what caught my eye about this chart is that support level right there at 2.5 cents. Now there's another one down below where the stock made its initial breakout a year ago, down there around 1.8 cents or so, 1.9 cents, but closing at 2.7 cents on Thursday. It's just way too far away for a stop loss. My eyes would be on this 2.5 cent mark because it's a strong area of support and I'd want to see that stay intact. Now in the near term, you can see that this is facing some resistance right at 3 cents. It was a little bit of a support area back in July and August, definitely serving as some resistance in September and October. And this blue line, the 50-day moving average, is also there at 0.29, which is lending dynamic resistance as well. So the stock price is kind of getting pinched in that area right now, where it's time to pay attention to this, see if it's going to make a stronger move, whether it breaks up or breaks down. But with the Bollinger Bands all tightened up and the convergence of those two forces, I think this chart's ready to make a stronger move one way or the other. Now if it can break through that 3 cent resistance, where I'd look for it to start to pick up more heavily is up around 4 cents, as that was a resistance point as it came down from its highs. And like its position right now, there's the 200-day moving average right there at 3.8 cents. Beyond that, chart is a pretty wide open area to meet more resistance, where I'd look for it much stronger up around 7 cents. But realistically at this point, I'm really just identifying that in case the stock does make a climb. I'm never too concerned with something that far away at this moment. I stay short-term focused, and for me, it's going to be holding that support and trying to break this first resistance and moving back above that 50-day moving average. Volume's a little light in this recently. As I mentioned, 320,000 shares traded on Thursday. I'd say that's right about average for it for the last few months. You can see back in through here, this chart can certainly grab some attention, and volume can pick way up when it's starting to make a move. So I'd look for some increases in volume to also lend some hints of a potential move in share price. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the MMRF chart, but as always, merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.